Hello and welcome. This is Diana and you are watching Holistic Vibes. Hope you are doing well. This is going to be for the sign of Taurus, and it is going to be like a what you need to surrender, like what's been coming up, what maybe is in the body, and we'll do a little bit of clearing. As always, please make sure you are grounding yourself. And yeah, let's see what we got. Okay. So surrender low self-esteem, surrender the fear of intimacy, and surrender to creativity. And they just said the world is a reflection of like who you are and what you believe you are. Yeah, so creation is very much heavy in this process, right? Like, where are you missing camaraderie, like missing your tribe, right? And through gratitude and discovery, you are going to start leaning into like the things that you've been missing. And I just heard a huge ping, and I have nothing pinging in my area, which is kind of interesting. So maybe you're gonna get like a aha moment. So what's been holding back from the heart-centered awakening, like the connection? And it could feel like it's like everything's kind of overgrown. There's overgrowth, right? Like you could be in darkness over like family issues or the lack thereof. It's hard when you go through an awakening process and like your family doesn't understand what you're looking at, how you're looking at life with fresh eyes, and they're still looking at it from an old paradigm, right? And I always say this, right? Because I am spiritual, I'm not religious. Like, I have a phenomenal relationship with all the ascended masters, and I understand like the why they walk the planet and how they were meant to affect the individuals in that blip in that time, right? In that area, wherever they happen to travel. And a lot of people don't realize that, and it could feel counterproductive or quite destructive, right? And like as you lean into like the what you're wanting your reality to be, if you see people in your environment that are successful, that have like everything kind of falling into place, and they're still really asleep, like that can emote like a form of jealousy, right? It can affect like your home, your like the environment that you, exactly. It's a form of like a competition. It's kind of like it's kind of like on the other side of it, whatever you are birthing, miracles can come into place, and there can be a success and a victory in the process, right? Like you don't need to allow like what you're experiencing in the current moment to affect the way you feel about you. Like you control your thoughts, and your thoughts create your reality. And as you finite those things, like you essentially become the wise woman, wise man. You then are connected to like the higher view, the higher perspective of the what's taking place. And some of you may be playing with like energy, right? Like understanding, like Reiki, we all have the ability. You don't need to get attuned by Reiki to run your own energy or to be connected into your own energy. Like that is something that everyone on the planet has the ability to do. And got it. Thank you. Yeah, they're reiterating, like, yeah, well, no, because that came up from the top, you guys know. There we go. Thank you. So, okay, thank you. I mean, it took a hot minute for us to get to that state. Sorry, guys. So what it is like over, like something with this alignment with planets, right, is identifying like where there are blocks in your reality that are keeping you stuck. Because in order for the universe to slingshot you into the where it wants you to be, like it does need momentum. And if you are being anchored by your past, then you cannot proceed forward. Is that it? Yeah, so, I mean, for some of you out there, you could be super potent healers, right? And it could be something that your family does not understand, Taurus. They don't get the what you're doing, the how you're doing it, and it creates a lot of resistance, and it's created a vulnerability in your own self-esteem to where you are constantly in lack. And it's through like it's kind of like the reevaluation of the who you want to show up today, like the how do you want to show up. And as you're going through and identifying like the what you are consciously creating and the how you are creating, like it pushes you more into a state of gratitude instead of being in a state of darkness, or that you're alone, or that your family doesn't understand you, or that you're doing self-destructive behaviors like overconsumption of alcohol, drugs, like excessive eating, again, neurotoxicity, right? Like the thoughts you create affect your nervous system. And so like through the understanding of the higher perspective, like you then create your own home. You are birthing a new cycle. And so as you lean into the feelings of how it makes you feel, like you're essentially pulling in wellness, and you're essentially shifting your visualization so that you are honing in on the what it is that you truly desire. And it's like you can't change the who you are, right? Like the where you're at right now is the culmination of all the life events that have happened up until this point. And so through that process of like surrendering the blocks in intimacy, the blocks in relationships, the blocks in you being a confident being in your own body, having your own experiences, right? Because so many people live by the what somebody else told them who they are, right? And like that is going to be the shift for you to like push into your success, like through the discovery of you opening your own heart chakra, by you going through and opening up your crown chakra and aligning with the divine, aligning with your own higher self. It literally shifts what you're creating in your current reality, and the old kind of dissipates, and you then shift your frequency in even how you're responding to the old of what's take place. Hopefully that makes sense, right? So if anybody has any blocks, because right now, I don't know what it is with this planetary alignment, but if you have blocks in your solar plex, which is essentially how you're creating your financial abundance, take a deep breath and like allow yourself to pull in gold, or yellow, right? Bright, and pull it in and kind of blast out all of said energy that is coming from like a dark, lower vibration. Anything that is keeping your monkey mind stuck in rotation, where you are essentially becoming part of the flux of what's kept you stuck. And like any old stories or generational curses or lineage stuff or things that they say is coded in your DNA, right? Like honor that stuff of where any destructive patterns have kind of been reiterating yourself to allow you into a state of like home. It's wholeness. It's completion. It's victory, right? It's like you going through and releasing whatever is set on your shoulders that has been like heavy on your back, that you feel like you've had to carry everything that has ever happened, right? Those stories don't dissipate, right? The things that took place in your life happened to you. And we're not dispelling that, and we're not trying to rewrite any of that, right? They all happen. But the catch is now it's time for your nervous system, your physical body, your etheric body, your energetic body, and your Ka body to no longer own any of those vibrations. And we're literally pulling them out of the physical form of the aura. And for those of you that have wings, because I'm honestly, Taurus, I'm getting a set of wings coming up, like fluff your wings out and like see if you can visually flap your wings. And what that's going to do is it's going to shake off the cobwebs, and it's going to shake off the dust, and it's going to shake off the realization of the bindings that have been kind of holding you back from like your angelic presence, from your highest perspective of self, right? When you walk into a room, people feel you walk into a room before you actually walk into the room. And so like it's understanding that process of the coming back into self, and like visualization is going to be extremely important for you in the next 3 to 6 months. Like you're gonna have to get very consciously aware of like what you're envisioning into your reality next. Because remember, your current reality is essentially what you've been either creating out of visualization, and what you've pulled in from the past, or it's what you've been doing unconsciously. And so as you put focus onto what it is that you want, like your feelings are going to be the dictation of what is cycling in. And through that, the wellness will come, right? And honor your relationships. For those of you with that are feminine energy, like honor your friendships, because so many times there is a sense of toxicity in friendships, right? Because we look for people to essentially co-write our lower vibrational feelings, and instead like honor and hold on to the wild woman within you, the wholeness and the who you are becoming, right? And give homage in that space. I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you would like a reading or a healing, I do have availability, and all the links are below. Until next time, be well, and ciao.